Hello, beautiful infinite ones, and welcome to our weekly uplift from the angels. So excited that you guys are here, and today we're going to be talking about being love with your family. All right, so you are the love I am, right? You are the love of the divine, and each of you came here from the highest dimensions of consciousness to actually bring through where you come from. The vibration, the frequency, the love, the light. Well, your family is kind of like your divine setup. Okay? Your family represents all of the aspects of the ecosystem that you have yet to love and return to love within yourself. So we as souls choose our families perfectly so that we can experience and release and return to love what we are here to return to love. Does that make sense? So it is by no mistake that your mother is your mother. It is by no mistake that your father is your father. It is by no mistake that your sisters and brothers are your sisters and brothers, right? It is absolutely by no mistake. And you might kind of feel in your world that family is just a big button pushing convention, right? So you go out to dinner with them or you spend some time with them and it's like, how do they always know exactly what to say to push the buttons? Well, that's kind of their job, right? They are here to help bring up the things in you that have yet to return to love. And bring it into the space so that you can stand for love and love every part of you. And every part of you that's been, wrapped up in the ecosystem or separation in any way. So whenever any content arises and any reaction happens, be infinitely grateful because it took a huge divine setup from the universe to bring you to that point where you would face something that you hadn't been able or willing to face before, right? Some memory from childhood, something coming up in your system. So that's where, in regards to family, it is so imperative for your spiritual journey to choose to stand for love. And if you have kids, it's the same thing. Your children are your children for a reason, right? Your son is your son for you, and your daughter is your daughter for your soul's evolution. It is absolutely and divinely perfect for you. So there's no better place than inside the family to really stand massively for love, because you can do a ton of work on yourself, right, with your family around you. So, and the ecosystem is kind of the opposite from that, right? The ego kind of goes, if you have kids or brothers and sisters, or I remember kind of growing up in my household and being like, why is my mom like smiley outside, but when inside the house, it's like we get the kind of the hard, challenging part of her, but then she's so happy and nice to see everyone outside. It just didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, we're going to be in our life forever, and we get treated like this, and those people might not ever see her again, and they get treated like that. So ego systems, they take things for granted, and they have you believing that your family is always going to be your family, or your family is always going to be around. And so you have, ego says, well, I have leeway, I can treat them poorly and they're still going to be there. But here's the thing, it's not always true. It's not always true. So would you guys be willing to choose to stand for love with your family no matter what? And even if you can do it for them, if you feel like you don't yet have the self-love within you to choose it for you, sometimes that works. Like you have kids and you're like, I can't give this love I can't do this for myself, but God, I've got to do this for my kids. So it can be a stretch, which is beautiful, and so whether you're doing it for them because you love them, or whether you're doing it for you Would you be willing to choose love no matter what? Yeah? Okay, so go ahead and say, in the name of Source and all that is light, by the law of divine grace, I unstate your name. Now choose to stand for love for all of my family, no matter what. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. And I will not waver. I will not waver. I will not waver. Now, in some families, you know, the soul's lesson is some form of abuse or something like that. And in that case, if you've kind of separated from your family, that's okay. You can still choose love and not see them. You know, you can still choose love and still, you know, not go visit. Because you're like, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm standing for infinite love. But I don't need to see you. It's okay. And that's okay too. Oh, my beautiful beings. Oh my God. Choosing love in regards to your family is such an awesome gift. Because our soul families as well, you know, they are beings that we have had many lifetimes with. So, you know, they're beings that we've came in and we've been their sons and their daughters, and for our mothers, they've been our children, and you know, we've passed these roles around so many times. And that's another reason why it is so imperative to stand fully for love, because they are handling a lot of your lifetimes and your experiences with separation, and you know, bringing them up so that they get returned to love. And, you know, with family, sometimes you're watching as well with parents to look at, wow, what am I a yes to, you know, for my life and my family and my choices, and what am I a no to? You know, we learn in lots of different ways. And it carves out this beautiful spiritual journey. And if you guys are listening, you're those people. You know, you're a being that is here to be the love of the I Am presence, right? You're here to be the love that you are. Good. So would you be willing to accept that you are here to choose love? And, you know, in some ways, there's not really another reason for you to be here except to choose love. You know, that is the divine reason for us to be in this plane, is I choose love, I choose love, I choose love, and I will not waver. So if you so choose, go ahead and say, in the name of Source and all that is light, by the law of divine grace, I unstate your name. Now commit to choosing love, no matter what, for myself, for everyone, and for everything. I choose love. What do I choose? I choose love. I choose love. I choose love for my universe. And you notice as you say this too, I choose love, that there's no way for somebody to take it away from you. Because choice is free. You know, it's like, oh, I choose love. It's like, oh, wow. I can't talk you out of it. I can't, you know, argue with you. It's like, well, I choose love, and I choose love for me. So it's not dependent on you. I choose love for me. And there it is. Right? And that gets to be your divine blessing that you get to give to yourself and humanity. So thanks so much for joining us, you guys, for choosing love, choosing love, choosing love, no matter what, through all time, space, dimensions, and realities. We got this, guys. I love you guys so much. I'll see ya real soon. Okay, see you on our next uplift. Bye.